Later that night, inside the teepee, the fireman burns wood in the center of the dirt floor with cedar incense, which is supposed to curb the feelings of nausea which can accompany ingesting peyote, the key ingredient being mescaline. We sit in a wide circle around the fire. I was told to bring a few pillows and blanket, but I have forgotten. I use my sweatshirt to pad my seat. For now, this suffices. Rick, the road chief, starts off with a short prayer. I am going into my place of worship. Be with us tonight, O Creator. I end up being seated right next to Rick and his sister, Glenda, a heavy-set, simple woman who smiles a lot but doesn't say much. She passes me this tea that tastes like clay, and I take a sip and pass it. They begin chanting as the drum man beats the drum. The tea is passed again, and I take another sip. This tea seems to have a relaxing effect, as I can feel my pulse rate slow, the thrumming of the blood in my veins and my neck keeping beat with the steady thud of the drum. A warm, mellow feeling washes over my body, blanketing every fiber in a dull, milky contentedness. Glenda passes me peyote, which resembles thick chunks of a dark-colored mushroom. I notice everyone wolfing this stuff down like it's going out of style. I look at Randy as he sways and chants, his eyes closed in some kind of deep trance. The humming vibrations of the chanting bores deep in my chest. I can feel my ribs quivering. I try to play along as the fireman is now using the flaming coals to fashion amazing designs on the floor of the teepee. He creates a mountain, then what looks like a coyote, then an inverted deer. Glenda keeps passing me peyote, noticing my constant squirming as the pain in my knees and ankles from sitting so long in one spot grows unbearable. Take more peyote. It will help relax you, she whispers intensely. I am relaxed. Don't I look like I'm relaxed? She didn't know I was stuffing the peyote under my sweater. After a while, I have a big pile of this stuff under me, and I am worried how I'm going to dispose of it before the chief notices this and gives me a good box to the ear. At this point, an alarming number of the congregation begin to vomit into the dirt in front of them. Randy has explained this is people upchucking their sins and impurities, a direct result of the peyote ingestion, which forces everyone to face their own hidden demons. For now, I am okay with my sins, demons, and whatnot, just so long as I don't have to hurl my guts out in front of complete strangers on the dirt floor of this teepee. This only proves to heighten my fear of consuming the drug. The drum finally reaches me. Each person has a turn to pound on it and do their own personal chant. Everyone gets into the groove and knows the lingo, letting the Great Spirit guide their words and song. When the drum comes to me, I kind of look around for some guidance, but no one offers any. The chief's sister motions to the drum as I sit in dumb silence, holding it between my knees like my pecker. Finally, I belt out the only Indian chant I know from childhood. Hiawatha, 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 while banging on the drum like a cretin. A few white people shoot me scornful looks, like they think I'm not being serious. No one else seems to notice or care, or are too embarrassed or stoned to look at me and make a scene. Some are busy vomiting, and for a moment, I think this is a direct result of my pathetic chant. I look at Randy to make sure he isn't giving me the stink eye, and fortunately, he is whacked out of his mind, swaying to and fro and humming something unintelligible. I am not sure if it is the strange tea, or the chanting, or the drumming, or the smoky ambience of the cedar incense, but there are rare moments when I am taken away, and I feel I am in touch with that deeper place I saw on Boney Mountain when I looked inside myself in deep meditation. I suddenly feel at one with this motley group of white people who want to be Indians. Then I begin hallucinating. The fireman spins an incredible flaming eagle on the floor that rises up like the phoenix, out of the ashes, and hovers in the center of the teepee. I look around to see if anyone else notices this apparition, and everyone is off in dreamland, chanting and swaying. Then I am suddenly lifted off the dirt floor. I float up, 100 feet off the ground. I extend my arms and drift up to the zenith of the teepee, with the smoke that is ebbing out into the night air, curling toward a coyote moon, blazing orange and diaphanous like the devil's iris. I peered down the little circle of celebrants beneath me, who look like squatting ants around a cigarette spark. The flaming eagle flaps his wings in dreamy slow-mo. Whoosh, whoosh. I feel my face wafted by the wind of his wings, cool, breezy, even though they are made of millions of tiny, cherry-red coal fragments. The eagle hovers close to my face, and I look into his eye that transforms from flaming ember into an eagle eye, full of wisdom and deep knowledge, unblinking, eternal, the great god of light and air, the protector, vanquisher of darkness, giver of eternal peace. He conveys to me, through subtle intuition, that I am at one with the natural world, this earth, this realm, created by God for our majestic quest for truth and to find ourselves, which is really only finding God again. My God, it is so simple, so radiant. For one brief shining moment, I achieve absolute knowledge, the realization that I myself and the universe are one and God is everything. Then the great spirit eagle shows me atoms, and I see atoms in my bed while I sleep, and I see atoms of my bedspread, my pillow, my sheets, spinning, constantly turning and bouncing every which way. Then I am in a troller off Anacapa, my hook skimming the reefs for rockfish, bat ray, guitarfish, barracuda, sea scorpions, thresher sharks, and I see atoms too. Then I am running in a forest on Mount Rainier, chasing mighty elk through dense thickets, and there are atoms. Then I am riding the Bonsai Rapids on the Kings River in a flimsy pool raft, and there are atoms. Then I am at work amid the boredom and monotony of my little desk, chair, and computer, and I see atoms. Then I am chasing a ball on a playing field, and people chase me with atoms. And I am floating in the blue waters of the cenote of Ik Kill, swimming amid the hundreds of tiny brown catfish, and I see atoms everywhere. And then I am in a vast sea of cars on the 405 freeway, moving along endlessly like the Amazon River, millions upon millions of cars, and I see atoms too. And I am walking amid the throngs of people at the fair in Ventura, or a soccer match with a crowd of 90,000 at the Coliseum who are atoms. Then I am sitting alone at night on my living room floor in my silence, and everything is atoms. Then I am a child lying in the snow of Olympia, Washington, waving my arms to make a snow angel, and it's all atoms. Everything atoms, always. The flaming eagle drifts back, smaller and smaller, floating down to a distant mountain, 1,000 feet below, disappearing behind a snow-capped peak at the bottom of the teepee. Holy shit, they slipped me something in the tea. I dodged the peyote, and still my mind has conjured up multifarious visions. Sneaky Indians? 8 hours into the ceremony, I am no longer at one with the burning eagle, the atoms, or anything else. I've had it with the damn absolute knowledge. Screw the freaking eagle. My knees ache, my ankles ache, my stomach aches, my back aches. I only want to get the hell out of the friggin' teepee.